Do you care? Welcome back. It's Type QQ. It's Fire Arrow X on the Fire Arrow Plus package, and that was my shitty Do You Know gaming intro. But more or less, it's like, do you care? Do you care gaming intro? Yeah, there's a few video channels on YouTube that I just absolutely despise. And I'm not going to insinuate that's one of them, but I did just make fun of it just a fraction of a second ago. Another one being, that's just a theory. A fuck-old theory. I don't know. Okay, I'll stop it there. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be mean. This isn't drama channel of me shitting on things. Just some stuff that I'm not a fan of on YouTube. How about that? But you know what I am a fan of? Jesus. Fire OX. We're playing some Survivor. And we are out of practice. That's how that is. We are out of practice real bad. As you can tell, we're going to get our ass handed to us real bad. This is already kind of like a pretty difficult mode. Yeah, come on, we're on single. Yeah, pack it in. This is already kind of a hard mode, hard game. And having not played it for maybe like, I don't know, has it been? It feels like maybe a week, if not a little bit longer. Maybe it's only been a few days, but it certainly feels like, shit, you're not, go back to the drawing board, get some more reps in, that sort of thing. Feel real out of practice. But we do make a couple good stabs. But yeah, overall, not a very good showing. Pretty well decimated for the most part. But we do have a couple of showings worth sharing. Better than conspiracy theories about Five Nights at Freddy's. Am I right? Am I right? Hello, internet. Hello, internet. Hello. No, I'm done with that. Now I'm just playing it as a gaff now, huh? In all honesty, I don't really hate Five Nights at Freddy's as much as it just triggers some people off the face of the earth. You know, it's like I think I have a soft spot, I think, for like independent games. If EA or Ubisoft or who knows what, came out with Five Nights at Freddy's, I'd be like, yeah, this shit sucks. But I mean, it was a a one-person development team. It's kind of like the same sort of, thumbs up I give like the Toho series when it's like, this thing was built from the ground up by one dude. And even if, it is not perfect by any means, or maybe only good for some people, that's still pretty amazing that one person can do something to completion like that. And, and you can't go to a GameStop without being bombarded by 5 bazillion Five Nights at Freddy's, like socks and condoms and, rubber fist dildos of like Foxy or whatever. It's absurd. It's crazy. It's overtaken Star Wars and absurdity in merchandise. But maybe not really. There's just a lot of it. I guess that's what I need to say. Once you have a t-shirt and a pop vinyl, it's pretty much like, fuck, you have everything in known existence. Like, you're now invading my personal life. Fuck off. Forever. A bit of extreme thought, I think. Kind of a warped reality, as it were. But like I was saying, yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll ever see Five Nights at Freddy's on this channel. I think that shit's done a bazillion times, done to death, and done better by other people on the web. And it's just really not my sort of thing. I think I can admire it from afar, and I think that's about as close as where my comfort lies with it. I don't need to scream for it. That's not necessarily my idea. I like the slow crawl of creepiness and nihilism and depression, that sort of thing, like a Silent Hill, where it just feels like every step you're taking, you're closer to just unraveling your psyche and finding yourself like stumbling down a pit of hell. I don't need that. I don't. You know, although I can appreciate the sort of Chuck E. Cheese jump scare, it doesn't really like. It doesn't do it for me. You know. You know, I saw it once. I go, oh, cool. That's a neat idea. I always thought these things were kind of creepy, and now we're on like Five Nights at Freddy's like 12, and I'm like, okay, it wasn't that creepy. You know, it's not like it's the creepiest thing ever. You know, it's just, okay, I get it, you know. A little creepy, little robot, you know, cutesy thing. You know, I get it. You know, what do they call it? Oh, fuck, it escapes me now. The phenomenon they have about, like, robotics and robots in particular, the uncanny valley. There we are. You know, I guess that's kind of what it is, you know. Maybe not, but you know, where something's kind of like supposed to be real, but because it tries so hard but it isn't real, it comes off as creepy. Maybe that's kind of what it's playing into. But you know, I think a lot of people have like some built-in fears to things that aren't human but have human-like qualities. So maybe they could come to life, that sort of thing. And I guess that plays into it. You know, children are scared of everything. So I get it. But it's not fucking 12 games scary. Let's be real. You know, Silent Hill isn't even 12 games scary. You know, I think they kind of busted their nut after like 5 or 6, you know. I was like, alright, that's all we can do from, you know, losing your mind in a crazy ghost town. And hell, fucking a new Resident Evil game only did it like, they bust their nut after a few hours. You're like, okay, I get it. Rednecks, they can't die. So we brought it to the final boss there. We timed out. I think if we had 20, 25 more seconds, or maybe even 15 seconds, 12, 15 seconds, we could have done it, but not really in the cards. And we had a pretty decent power to, you know, primary fire to it as well, but just not there. But it is what happens when you're out of practice a bit. However, I think expecting us to, like, after some time coming in and beating, like, the hardest mode that we weren't even able to beat when we were in practice, I think that's kind of that might be a silly expectation to have. You know, at the very least, it feels good to at least go to that final boss and have a, you know, fighting chance. You know, put at least an effort in there that you can at least be somewhat proud of for being out of practice, I guess is the word I was trying to find. Remembering not to use 2 bombs on those mini bosses. Sometimes I think, you know, you fall into the gap of using too many bombs where you don't need to, and I don't think you particularly need to there. Believe it or not, I think bombs in this game are more valuable than lives. You know, you're given plenty of lives to not really worry about and get game overed on. You know, I don't think that's ever the case. You know, I think 9 times out of 10 nowadays we're timed out somewhere. And, you know, bombs do nothing but, like, speed up things, you know. Good old classic head form. Who doesn't like some classic head form nowadays? Every once in a while. Ah, that was a real bad dodge. But overall, pretty well fought. Brock gave us an extend. He's such a nice guy. So we just crossed the 3-minute marker. This should be a pretty decent run if we can keep things together. To be completely honest, I played this this video was recorded previously a few hours ago, so I don't quite remember exactly the finer points of everything. got shot down there again and again. That's not really what you want to do, to be honest. You know, not only are you wasting precious, Jesus Christ, fuck me, precious seconds, or else our weapons get downgraded every time we die. And just as I was stuttering like an idiot, we got killed again and again. What is our poor weapon looking like now? It's really not as bad as I thought, but we just died like 4 times. You know, to the point where when we're facing this boss, you know, when we're shooting these missiles or these torpedoes, really should be giving us medals and they're not. And there is game over. Pretty sad. But hey, we at least had that one good run. And I suppose that's all we can all we can expect for being so out of practice. But that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll come back and do this again.